Hey there, today we're taking a look at another Eagle Force action figure. This is General Brown. He's the Star Command leader, and back here is his card and the card art, and you can see it's pretty cool. I just love the art on these cards. We'll flip this around. You can see he is part of Series 7, and those are all the other characters part of Series 7. And if I bring it down here, you can also see his bio, and if you'd like to read information about him, there you go. He's modern day era, 2002 to present. Team affiliation, Star Command, because, well, he's the leader. Let's take a closer look at this figure. So here we are up close and really personal with all of his accessories. We've got a figure stand here. We have a set of open C-shaped hands. We have a set of fists, and honestly, my figure came with an extra fist, a left hand fist. I'm not sure if he's supposed to. I'm going to have to investigate that. He's got a set of opened hands, and then he's got this little handgun here. He's got a larger gun. And what makes this guy really cool are these three heads right here. These three heads will make this figure a troop builder. So you got kind of like the battle helmet here, and you have an open face figure there, and you have a goggled face kind of superhero or some sort of a trooper face there. Back here you have a round bubble that will attach to this vest, which can be put on the body. Now, for another day, every time I do one of these videos, I come across something that at first I'm not real sure of. So here is another pile of I wonder what these are until I figure them out, and that's these 4 items right here. So I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to show you something here on the vest. So if you notice, I will see how well my macro lens really works here. All right, so you'll notice on the vest, there is this hole right there. Well, that's the front of the vest, not the back. Here's the back that's got a hole for like the backpack area. So what these items are for, these can plug in, if you can see the back there, these items can plug into that hole. So you have a choice on if you want a round silver piece or is this octagon, 8 sides? No, that's 6 sides. This shape. Wait, no, this is an octagon, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this is like an octagon. Or this triangle with a... All right, we're going to get like really close. Come on. The little spaceship there, this triangle, or this crazy little tiny, what is this, like a jewel? This is the benefit, there we go, a little jewel thing. All 4 of those, one at a time, can plug into the hole on the front of this vest if you want something to go there, some decoration. And these things are crazy tiny, and that's why we're up here and we're so close to this figure. So anyway, this is his accessories. Now, while we've got this mode here, I'll bring the figure in and show you the bottom of his feet. Look at that. This figure has magnets on the bottom of his feet, and that's kind of weird and interesting. They're not real strong magnets. Like, I can't take this and it like snaps to it. But I have tried on several different surfaces, and they do kind of work a little bit. So wouldn't that be cool if like this figure stand had like magnets in it here, and you could just like hook him on and just be, well, he actually stands really pretty well, surprisingly, just by doing that. But just like magnets would allow him to stand, that'd be really cool. Maybe that's like a future innovation of action figure stands. All right, let's get a closer look at this figure. So here is the General Brown figure, and trust me, you are getting a much closer look at this figure than almost all of the other videos I do of action figures, since I'm still using that macro lens, so I'm stretching just a little bit far. It's kind of neat. You can see some details here, like the flag on his left arm, and you've got this little symbol on his right arm. So you can see some of the better details. If I bring his face real close, then yeah, you could see that face, provided I have enough light there. But it's a pretty neat figure. I like it. I know he kind of seems bland and blah maybe to some people. He's just kind of like this navy blue with white boots and gloves and and accents and a belt and everything. But like I said, when you start adding in, and I'm going to pop up a picture of all 4 heads, well actually the other 3 heads, this can turn into a pretty cool figure. So this thing here, I used to struggle. Here, let's go into a little self-help. Did you ever struggle putting on this vest? Actually, I think it's upside down. This harness space thing for your Eagle Force figures? Well, I have the solution. And I have learned from multiple people to... Okay, I thought that was it. I thought they said pop it off this way. Seems like I've done that before. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Wow, my little infomercial just totally screwed up. I can't do it that way. It's the arms. You pop the arms off. And well, not those arms, but arms. That's right. I've done this before. I know what I'm doing. There we go. See? I know what I'm doing. Brute strength. And then you've got an armless General Brown. You can take that harness off. You can slide, if you do it the correct way, you can slide this one on. This was kind of bent, as you can see. We'll slide this thing on here. Brute strength. Kind of. There we go. Now he actually looks like he's in a straitjacket. Truthfully. Just for fun, let's put on this little triangle because he is Star Command Leader, right? Let's put that little triangle with the spaceship on so he's got some decoration there. And I've learned that these actually go in a specific way. And they kind of click into place. And I feel like I'm part of that secret club that knows how to use this figure. Or how to work with these Eagle Force figures. I'm in the secret club. Well, I was. They just kicked me out, I guess. Gonna hook this arm back on. I think it's hooked back on. Anyway, he's now no longer armless, but we do have to take care of this helmet. There, There, now we have Mr. Star Command himself with a bit of a... He's breathing pretty heavy inside that bubble. But yeah, that's how you can swap out this harness for that spacefaring harness right there. And he comes built in, as you can see here, with trigger fingers. Maybe you can't see because, white on white issues. But there you go. See? Trigger fingers. So because of that, we're going to gear this dude up. Like so. Let's just go ahead and place him on the figure stand. And put him in a really awesome pose. And you might have to heat these feet up to get them into on the pegs. Just kind of widen up that hole a little bit. I like this figure. I know, like I said earlier, some people might think he's a little bit bland, a little bit boring, but I don't. Because of these heads, I'm learning very quickly, and I didn't know this when I was pre-ordering, or at least it didn't occur to me. Maybe, all you special groups out there who talk about these figures all the time, and have been talking about them for years, you all know. But, us people out here in the world that don't know a lot about these Eagle Force figures didn't really put together, or at least I didn't. I shouldn't say other people. I'm sure other people are smart. But anyway, using these heads, you could buy multiples of these figures and have like an army. So like this General Brown could be leading an army of like these guys right here, like some sort of space Star Command troopers. And just because of that, if he's still available, I might actually consider picking up, 2 or 3 more of these, just so I can have this helmet. And the other thing is, you could actually get like a figure, like buy, say, 4 of them, so you could have one with each head, and you kind of have like 4 different figures. But you can swap them out at any time. One thing that I'm a little bit disappointed about in these heads is, let's see how close we can get. You can't really see in there. A lot of the holes in the heads are pretty tight, so you're most definitely going to have to heat up these heads to get them on this head. Now, I already put this head on this figure once, and I'll tell you, one of the problems was when I was taking this head off, it pulled out the double barbell from the body, so then it was stuck. So I had to get that barbell out of this head because it's so tight. If you don't mind, kind of tweaking and customizing your figures a little bit, you might consider shaving, making that hole just a little bit bigger to make it easier to pop on. It's disappointing to have to heat things up every single time. I don't think any of the holes on these heads are big enough. Now, it's possible that the hole on this head is big enough simply because it came from the factory that way. They put it on and it had time to stretch out or whatever it does. And maybe if you leave these heads on the body for a while, maybe they will stretch out and be easier to take on and put on and take off or something. I don't really know. But here we have General Brown, a really cool figure. It really is, that has a lot of potential and a lot of possibilities with these extra heads. So anyway, thank you for stopping by and thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.